Massive Bitcoin bubble crash coming ahead. Warning, 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 warning. Guys, do not play trade based on what you see in this video. Trading is risky, it can cause potential financial loss, especially if you're in Bitcoin right now. This video is for you, but I guarantee I'm going to get a whole bunch of dislikes and a whole bunch of likes on this video because so many people are so butthurt about this. Take your emotions away. Take your emotions away from the markets, okay? Take your emotions away from the markets and look at it from a non-emotional thing, right? Because that's what it is. So let's get straight into this. The Bitcoin is in a massive bubble. Now guys, in any time in history, whether it's a real estate, whether it's a stock, whether it's what's happening right now in the Nasdaq, I already did a video on the Nasdaq, right? You can spot a bubble when it comes to it. Now right now we're looking at a weekly chart, right? The weekly chart's just gone like this. But now, if we go to a Bitcoin, a monthly chart through here, look at this massive move up. This thing has just had a massive, massive move up. And if I bring this chart up here, and I bring up, say, my monthly chart here for a minute, this is what the monthly chart looks like. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but when I squeeze my chart up and I see something go that vertical, guess what, guys? We are prepared, guys. We are. So guys, when you're trading the markets, you don't know where the Bitcoin stuttering thing, John, spit it out. With a bubble, you don't know where the bubble is going to end. That's the problem with calling a bubble, right? It is a bubble. Where it's going to end, no one knows. But when this bubble does burst, a lot of people are going to get really hurt in Bitcoin. And I promise you guys, you watch, and it might not be here. This thing might keep going up, but when it does pop, you're going to get some violent down moves. And guys, I just wish that there was a Bitcoin ETF. Why? Because I would straddle that bitch as much as possible right now. What I mean by straddle that bitch is, if I had an ETF, I'd buy options. If I'm looking at, let's just do this right now, right? If I was trading Bitcoin and I could actually trade, say, 6 months, even 12 months worth of time, I would straddle that bitch with an option. What I would do is up here, I'd buy 10% out of the money. 10% out of the money, and then I'd go down here and I'd buy 10% out of the money. Options, that is. I'd buy 10 cents here. I'd whack this here with something like, I'd whack it with something like, call it just say even 10 grand, right? Say we're 10 grand trade over here. Whack this over here with a 10 grand trade over here. I'm in the trade for 10 grand. But if this market just keeps skyrocketing up, guess what? This $10,000 here is by the time it actually gets to 10% out of the money, this is probably going to be worth maybe 40. I'd say probably anywhere between 30,000, sorry, 30K to 50K, right? So I'd put in 20, I'd make 30 to 50K. That's how much this would be worth, and I've still got this option here. Make sense, guys? Or if the market does roll over the next, say, even just say 6 months, and we do start to get a pretty violent pullback over the next 6 months, guess what? Especially these options here, this 10K would probably be worth anywhere between 50 and I would say 100. Why? Because right now, put options, if the put options were available on an ETF, would be so cheap. So therefore, a big violent move over, say, a 6 month or even a 12-month period would send those options through the roof. And that $10,000 trade would turn a $50,000 to $100,000 profit in Bitcoin. So that's, guys, and that's where, like, me, I'm screaming out for a Bitcoin ETF, because if you can straddle that bitch, like what I said before, buy call options up here, buy put options down here, have plenty of time and let that thing do its thing without trying to get in and out. Oh my goodness, guys, it's like a cash cow. It is absolutely a cash cow, because we know we're going to get violent swings in the markets, right? We know we're probably going to be up another few hundred percent in Bitcoin, or we're going to be down, maybe 30, 40, 50%, in Bitcoin. So because we know that, right? Again, I would do that. So I'm just screaming out there. But for now, we don't have that. Click on the escape button there, the screen. Right now we have a massive bubble, guys, and this is the wrong time to be getting into it. Any market out there that has a big vertical spike like this is a massive bubble, and you will get a pullback. You don't know when, you don't know what, this thing could just keep going to 8 or 10,000. But right now, Bitcoin is a massive bubble, and we will get a massive pullback.